Giant floating cities, record-breaking innovations, and a history that changed cruising forever. We're delving into the entire Royal Caribbean fleet, from the classic Vision class to the mind-blowing Icon class. You won't believe the ships they've built. Stick around, because this is the ultimate Royal Caribbean deep dive. Let's begin our voyage with the Vision class. These are the eldest and smallest in the fleet, and are the classic beauties of Royal Caribbean's offering. Now, originally there were 6 of these ships in the RCI fleet, but as time has marched on, we've seen 2 sail on to other operators. Today we have Grandeur of the Seas, Enchantment of the Seas, Rhapsody of the Seas, and Vision of the Seas. Grandeur and Enchantment were built at the shipyards of Massa in Finland, and entered service in 1996 and 1997 respectively. Rhapsody and Vision hail from the Chantier de l'Atlantique shipyard in France, and they followed their elder fleetmates in 1997 and 1998. So what sets these ships apart? These ships have amazing interiors thanks to over 2 acres of glass, bathing passengers in panoramic views. And I can tell you from personal experience, having sailed aboard Enchantment of the Seas, that this worked really well. Enchantment is actually the largest of the class, thanks to a new midsection that was added in 2005. This was a stroke of genius, adding space, which was especially noticeable on the pool deck, and an observation area that hangs out over the sea. It's simply breathtaking. Another curious point of this class is that the class is named after the newest ship in the class, the Vision of the Seas. But this is because the original design of the project of this class was called Project Vision. These ships offer a classic taste of cruising, where comfort and the view is king, and you see this throughout the ship. There's comfortable accommodation, both balcony, ocean view and interior, and the ships have a beautiful silhouette thanks to their 1990s inspired design, but also because Royal Caribbean really does seem to make an effort to make their ships look nice on the outside. Now we set our course for the Voyager class. These ships, well, they weren't just a new class, they were a revolution. Royal Caribbean were looking to draw in a new generation of cruisers and take the crown for the largest cruise ships in the world at the same time. Their answer was Voyager of the Seas. The very name evokes adventure, and she led the charge in 1999. By 2003, Explorer of the Seas, Adventurer of the Seas, Navigator of the Seas, and Mariner of the Seas had joined her, all created in the Finnish shipyards of Massa. The speed at which this class was built and how they went from 1 ship of this class to 5 in such a short period of time just shows the commitment that RCI had for this class. These were the ships that gave us RCI's unique interior Royal Promenade, a bustling street and a concept that has now become a Royal Caribbean hallmark. And believe it or not, the first ice skating rink at sea made its debut on board Voyager of the Seas. Powered by mighty Wärtsilä engines and propelled by ABB Azipod thrusters, these ships weren't just about entertainment, they're about a new generation of engineering innovation. Next we turn our attention to the Radiance class. These ships are all about the view. Imagine over 3 acres of glass, exterior elevators that offer a scenic ride, and balcony staterooms that bring the ocean right to your door. They're even more bright and airy than the Vision class. Radiance of the Seas, Brilliance of the Seas, Serenade of the Seas, and Jewel of the Seas were all built at Meerwerft shipyard in Germany between 2001 and 2004, and are perfect for those scenic journeys like Alaska or the Panama Canal. And speaking of the Panama Canal, these ships, they were built for Panamax specifications. You see, this means that they could fit through the original canal locks, offering for a unique itinerary that larger ships simply could not offer at the time. They not only offered a touch of elegance but also engineering, introducing the first self-leveling pool tables at sea, ensuring a smooth game every time regardless of the weather. These ships offer a wide range of onboard adventure and fun-seeking activities that Royal Caribbean is known for, and are recognisable from their exteriors thanks to the letters painted on their sterns, standing for gas turbine vessel, their designation as they are powered by environmentally friendlier gas turbine engines. Moving across to the Freedom class, and these were the giants of their time. Built in Finland, they entered service between 2006 and 2008, and were, for a time, the largest cruise ships in the world. Freedom of the Seas, Liberty of the Seas, and Independence of the Seas took the Voyager class concept and amplified it. A 400-foot long Royal Promenade, for example, was introduced on board these ships. as well as a flowrider surf simulator, the H2O zone, and even cantilevered hot tubs. These ships, well, they were all about the thrill and remain so to this day. Now we come to the Oasis class, and these are the ships you've probably been waiting for. These, my friends, are floating cities, and there are 6 of them in service: Oasis, Allure, Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, and Utopia of the Seas. Oasis and Allure were created at the Turku shipyard in Finland, and first entered service in 2009 and 2010 respectively. With Oasis being the class leader and the largest ship in the world at the time, she attracted most of the attention and still to this day is often recognised as one of the largest passenger ships ever built. The rest of the ships were from the shipyards of Chantier de l'Atlantique in France and entered service between 2016 and 2024. The Oasis class, well, they're not just big, they're an experience unto themselves. They have a central park complete with plants and trees, an aquatheatre with a water stage, and the ultimate abyss experience. Over 6,000 passengers travel on board this ship, meaning that there are neighbourhoods on board. The ships are a testament to modern engineering, and another Oasis-class ship is planned for 2028, which shows how this class will continue to grow almost 20 years after it first entered service. The Quantum class is a leap into the future and built at the Meerwerft shipyard in Germany between 2014 and 2021. Quantum, Anthem, Ovation, Spectrum, and Odyssey of the Seas brought us things like the North Star, a giant pod on a huge crane that gives amazing views for those on board. These ships, well, they're all about dynamic dining and engaging entertainment, offering a multi-purpose seaplex on board. They also dared to challenge traditions, reimagining the Royal Promenade, and, like the Oasis class, bidding farewell to the Viking Crown Lounge, which had been a staple of Royal Caribbean designs since the 1970s. They also offer a high level of balcony accommodation, giving many passengers access to a veranda. And finally, the Icon class, the newest, the largest, and the future. Icon of the Seas, delivered in 2023, is joined by Star of the Seas and Legend of the Seas in 2025 and 2026. Built at Mare Turku in Finland, these ships are powered by LNG and also have engineering features such as fuel cell technology. These ships take the Oasis concept and amplify it, becoming the largest passenger ships ever created. The ships have 19 passenger decks, 7 pools, and a passenger capacity that's similar to that of the Oasis class, as well as a crew of 2,350 people to look after all those passengers. They are the next chapter in the Royal Caribbean story. So there you have it, a journey through the Royal Caribbean fleet. From the classic elegance of the Vision class to the cutting-edge marvels of the Icon class, each ship tells a story, each class a chapter in the legacy of Royal Caribbean. Which chapter resonates with you? Let me know in the comments below what your favourite class of cruise ships with RCI is. A huge thank you as always to our fantastic channel members. Your support is what makes these videos possible. You can join the crew and see your name appear on future videos by following the link in the description below. For even more interesting maritime history articles, don't forget to check out my Substack, full of exclusive stories. And until next time, I hope to see you on board.